Hi, I am so excited you're taking the time to watch this. Just a heads up, this is going to be a quick video. All I want you to do is to be able to connect with me. If you can connect with my story, my passion, my mission, and you feel like that is a good fit, what I want to do then is send you more details after this. But the biggest thing is I want you to see, can I work with Julianne? Is she someone that I would like to have as a mentor? And is this something that I truly would want to do, based on what I'm about to share with you? So a little bit about me is I was a burnt out teacher, and now I'm chasing my wildest dreams. These are the most biggest things in my life. My husband, Eric, we actually met in college. The first time I saw him, I knew I'd marry him. He did not feel the same way, and we ended up becoming best friends. And then after college, we started dating, and then we got married. And this is my dog, Wyatt. He is a rescue dog. He is absolutely amazing. If you don't know boxers, they're super weird and funny, and he makes me laugh every single day. I used to be a teacher, and so I used to teach middle school. I taught fourth grade for a couple years, then I taught fifth grade, and then I've taught eighth grade. I loved fourth and eighth for sure, but I want to talk to you about my life before now. So I was living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I loved being a teacher. I loved being an inner city school teacher in Milwaukee. But the thing is that I was so burnt out. I was obsessed with the couch and watching Netflix. I was exhausted all the time and stressed and stuck, and I for sure hated fitness. So to be able to do what I'm doing now is so different than how I started. And I think a lot of times there's this quote, I really like it. It's, in 10 years, you look like an overnight success. So when I'm sharing my story and people see me now, it's so important for me for them to see how I was before. And when I started my journey, again, I didn't like fitness. I didn't know how to eat clean. I just was exhausted. I was an outgoing introvert. I never used social media. And to build a business off of that, who am I to do that, right? Where I'm a teacher. But the thing was, I found myself being unfulfilled, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. As a teacher, I was making $900 every 2 weeks, and I was pouring everything into teaching. And I just remember sitting at my desk after one day just going, how am I going to do this for the next 30 years? Like, how am I going to do this? I don't know. Like, there has to be something else. And that's where I'm excited to share with you. So my journey to fit, I, no joke, heard about this opportunity from the couch. It's comical. I loved Cheez-Its and beer, and I went from loving that to just loving feeling good. And I lost 35 pounds because I needed a program and fitness that worked into my busy schedule. Time was my number one excuse. Even though I was living paycheck to paycheck, I was so hungry for change, I didn't care. I was just like, I need to find a way to make self-care work. And so I lost 35 pounds, but the thing that I didn't realize is because for so long, I was identifying confidence to a number on a scale. And when I lost that 35 pounds, it wasn't that made me confident. It was the journey. It was not quitting. It was having the courage to start. And it wasn't pretty always. But just knowing that the amount of self-love I gained through this journey has changed my outlook. It's allowed me to identify my limiting beliefs. My two limiting beliefs that held me back for a very long time was that money was hard to come by. I grew up really poor. We didn't have a lot. And then obviously being a teacher, you don't get paid a lot. So for me, I just thought it was normal to live broke. But what I didn't realize is that I wasn't just living broke paycheck to paycheck, that my self-confidence, my self-worth, my mindset, my energy levels, it was breaking me. And I was able to realize that when I started working on myself and my mindset, that I didn't have to stay broke in my other areas. I didn't have to stay broke with finances. I didn't have to stay broke with relationships. I could truly become the best version of myself. So as I did that, as I hated fitness, as I was 35 pounds overweight, as I was a busy teacher, as I didn't use social media, I decided to start my own self-care journey. And as I did that, I started sharing my experiences. I started sharing my daily habits. I started to show people what it is that I was doing. And the difference for me was the accountability. I feel like people automatically want you to fail or they expect you to fail. And for me, when I started sharing my story, it almost became this obligation of proving people wrong, that I wanted to show them that I was not going to quit. And I've been on this journey ever since. And since doing that, I've been able to connect with so many incredible people. So this is really what I needed when it comes down to it. The person that I was just needed an easy to follow plan. For me, I didn't feel like going to the gym after work. So I needed functional fitness. I needed variety in fitness that I could get results from. And that helped in my busy schedule because time was my excuse. And then nutrition. I was always going to Starbucks. I was going to Jimmy John's. I wasn't meal prepping because I thought I didn't have the time. And in fact, I just didn't know what to do. So once I started an easy follow meal plan, that got me incredible results. I was more energized. Actually, I just heard someone say to a group of potential teachers saying you should be exhausted after each and every single day. You should be. You're not doing your job if you're not exhausted. And I disagree with that because I don't think that should be our message. I think wholeheartedly that, yes, we might like have exhausting days for sure. I do too. But I mean, I don't think that should be our message. I don't want to, I did my job and I'm exhausted. And now when I come home to my husband, I should be exhausted. I don't want to bring that into my relationship. I want to be energized, enthusiastic. I want to be alive. I want to not hit cruise control. I want to feel good. I want to feel confident. I just want to feel my absolute best. And so I truly do believe that no matter how busy you are, these easy to follow plans can truly make it happen for you, but then it's also going to help every other area of your life. You're going to increase your energy, you're going to get better sleep, and you're just going to have more confidence. It's amazing. And I also didn't realize that I needed personal development. I needed to feel good. I needed to start filling my brain with limitless potential. It allowed me to start dreaming bigger and better. I started to see what I could actually do outside of the classroom. And then finances. I realized that, because who am I? Like, who am I to build an incredible business? I went from making $900 to every 2 weeks to, with my husband, turning our self-care business into more than 6 figures. And then our long-term goal with this is to make it into 7 figures, which again, the people I surround myself with are doing that very thing, and they teach me how to do that. And that's what I love teaching women how to do. So it's pretty freaking incredible to be able to see women that I mentor and work with doing the same thing. They're experiencing the same results. They are losing weight. If they need to gain weight to get healthier, they're doing that. They're toning up. They're making extra money, and honestly, an extra $100 a week goes a freaking long way. I've seen it, I've experienced it, and to be able to help other women with that is incredible. So that was amazing. And I want to end you on this. 3 dear friends of mine, Lisa Locke and her husband, Matt. Lisa was a painfully shy introvert to now a fearlessly authentic person. And she's been sharing her story. She's had an incredible weight loss story, same with Matt. And these two have become healthier and happier. But not only that, Lisa used to be crippled with anxiety and crippled with fear of judgment. And since starting her journey and since being on Team Happy and Fit, she honestly has grown into this person she wished she was. And it's really cool to be able to watch her do that and soar and help and inspire so many people and make an income as well. And she's a nurse, so she's really busy, has weird hours, and still makes this work. In the middle is Lauren and Caleb. Lauren has been working with me for the longest, and she's absolutely amazing. She actually used to be a teacher and is now doing this full time. And just to know that success can happen for anybody, that success doesn't play favorites, that success does not discriminate. And it's just so cool to be able to see that if you truly want success, it's yours. And that's the story of Lauren. She has an incredible testimony of her being able to stay at home with her preemie baby. And I just love her dearly. And then my good friend Sarah on the end here, she was hesitant. She actually started with me 3 years ago and then quit after day 3. And then a full year later, she's like, I'm finally in. And now she's lost over 20 pounds. She has become so much more positive, and she's making an impact on others. And again, it's really cool to be able to see her not only rock her own self-care journey, but inspire other people to get started too. It doesn't matter what walk of life you are on. It doesn't matter if you're in school and you have a million things on your plate. It doesn't matter if you love fitness or not, or it doesn't matter if you're confident or not. That's not the point. The point is, if you are craving change and craving making a difference, you can do this. And I want to show you how. So if this is something that spoke to you, let me know by emailing me, and I want to send you another email with more details. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it.